Good morning, welcome to a new vlog. It is Monday morning. I did not vlog last week. I tried several days and it was a crazy week. It was our first week back full 5 days a week. It was crazy and it was a long week. So I think this week is going to be another good week. So I am really struggling between this balance of I only have 6 weeks left and I really want to document it because I know I'm gonna want those memories. Like, I'm so grateful that I have vlogged this year, and especially like the beginning of school. It's so cool to have those memories. And so I want that for the end of the year too. Like, I don't want to forget my last month of my first year. But at the same time, I'm so like tired and kind of burnt out. I'm really ready for summer, but I'm also trying to enjoy every single day that I have left. And that's really hard to balance. Anyway, good morning. If you're new here, please subscribe so that you don't miss the rest of my videos. Let's get started with our week. So this week, our theme is poetry. We are going to introduce poetry this week, how to read poetry, how to write poetry, and then it's also Earth Day this week. So we're gonna kind of incorporate that with our poetry. We're gonna write some Earth Day poems. That's the plan for like writing this week. And then for math, we are in a geometry unit, and last week we started fractions, which I was super nervous about. I was sure it was going to be a train wreck because in my head, that's a really hard concept. I did not realize that you start fractions in first grade, and it's just like the basics, but still, they crushed it. I could have cried. I was so excited the day that we started it because they caught on almost immediately, and they've been doing such a great job every day since. So we're going to work on that again for the next few days, and then on Friday this week we will take our test already over geometry. So we kind of went through the unit pretty quickly. I kind of just based it off of how they were doing, and since they caught on to everything so quickly, I didn't want to not waste time, but we have so many important concepts left, like time and measurement. I figured I would condense geometry since they've got it. I'm not gonna spend 3 more weeks on it if they know it. I love that you took the word I gave you and expanded. I am nice to my friends. That's a great one. Ooh, that's nice. Can you expand it? By who? Loved by? Love it. Hello, it is my plan time. Our day is going so well. I feel like Mondays are becoming some of my favorite days of the week just because we're all like recharged from the weekend. We're ready to be here most of the time. I'm feeling the best on Mondays. You know, the rest of the week as we all get more tired, it kind of goes downhill, but Mondays have been really good. This morning, we just silent read this morning, which I've really been enjoying doing, like a morning journal and silent reading. I do that every Monday and every Friday instead of going to a station, and I've really been enjoying that, and I feel like I've seen progress because of that. I had to start running records this morning, and I was just reflecting on where they've come so far this year, especially with running records, and I don't feel like that's like everything. I'm far more concerned with what I feel and what I see rather than like what letter they're at. But it was kind of cool. Like, I just took a minute to see where they've come since the end of kindergarten and since September and their very first running record, and how much progress every single kid has made. Obviously, you're always going to have kids who aren't where they need to be, and I obviously will always have kids too who are way past where they need to be anyway, but either way, I still have had so much growth, and it was just really nice to take a second and see we are making progress. We are doing good things this year. Like, they really are growing and learning and reflecting on the year and how much better we've gotten at so many things. I feel like I forget sometimes because I still think we've got a lot to cram in and get done these last 6 weeks to prep them for 2nd grade, but I kind of need to stop sometimes and think about how much they've grown since September. So anyways, in writing today, we read online a story called Daniel Finds a Poem. I think is what it's called. He like discovers what poetry is. He writes a poem and then he does a poetry in the park day. And we are gonna do our own poetry in the park on Friday. Hopefully if the weather is good, because get this, it is supposed to snow tonight and tomorrow. And they emailed about a potential snow day tomorrow, which I wouldn't complain, but I'm also like, dude, it's the end of April, like get it together. If the weather is good on Friday, we're gonna do poetry in the park and we're going to write different poems throughout the week, and then we're gonna read our poetry outside in this little like garden that we have and share it with the class. And I'm super excited. Maybe we'll have like snacks and I think it'll be really fun. That's the goal for Friday. So today we wrote our first poem, and this was the one that we decided to write. It's a bio poem. And it went super well, and I made sure that they stretched their sentence. So like, I am. I didn't just want them to say, I am nice, I am pretty. Like I wanted them to really stretch their sentences and say something like, I had friends, I think, say like, I am kind to my friends, I am loved by my family. Like really stretch it and make it longer and more detailed. Then since we had extra time, I wasn't planning on doing this, but one of my teammates is doing it and I liked the idea. I just gave them a blank piece of paper and we watched a little like how to do a self-portrait for kids, because I'm pretty sure that's something I was supposed to teach them this year, was like how to draw and how to draw people, and we just never did it. And we started that. We did not have time to finish it, but I will pair those up in their memory books probably. Then in math, we are doing some more fractions, and we're gonna do this like, I think this like card sort. Everybody's gonna get a card. Some of them have fractions, some of them have pictures. They're gonna like spread out, and then they have to find somebody who is a match with their card. That won't take too long, but we're gonna like review fractions and stuff after. But because I don't have like a worksheet or anything specific for them to do after our discussion and our practicing, I will probably give them some more time to finish up their self-portraits, and that will be our day. It is the end of the day. My kids just left. I'm getting ready to get out of here pretty quickly because Michael and I are getting Chipotle for dinner and I'm pumped about it. So math went super well. We did the little like pairing activity, which was really good. I gave them extra time to finish up their self-portrait so that we could finish those, and then we still had extra time. So we read this book, What Would Darla Do? Or What Should Darla Do? We've read the What Should Danny Do books, and I have several and I love all of them. We have not read Darla yet, and they loved it, and found out we more than likely will not be getting a snow day tomorrow, which is fine. They told us not to send iPads home, so that if there is by chance a snow day, it's a real snow day, which would be wonderful, but not anticipating it. And they said they're really hoping to have school. Like if we can have school, we're gonna have school, which I assume. Anyway, I'm really ready for my Chipotle, so I'm gonna get out of here and I'll catch up with you tomorrow. So I've been working for like half an hour, but I figured I should stop and let you know what we're doing today. So Thursday is Earth Day. So today, tomorrow, and Thursday we're doing mainly today and tomorrow, we're doing some Earth Day stuff. So I have this A to Z reader, and I really like this one because it is very similar to poetry that we're gonna write. So I love the green hills, I love the high mountains, and it uses a lot of adjectives and describing words for different like landmarks and things of the earth. And then I found this as a freebie. So we're going to think of like things on the earth that we love. And I'm really tired, you could probably like assume. So we're gonna think of like an adjective to describe, and like the first letter has to start with E, you know? Okay. And then for math, I just have this really simple worksheet to practice fractions. So it says like 1 out of 4 of these bears are red, so they'll color 1 out of 4, and then they have to write the fraction. Woohoo! Also, I got home last night, and you know how I read What Should Darla Do at the end of yesterday, and they loved it, and I was literally just thinking after I read that book, like I really want to get my hands on more of those. I came home to a package from the authors. They're incredible, and so they had sent me What Should Danny Do on Vacation, which this will be so perfect for the end of the year and summer vacation, all that kind of stuff. So they're gonna be so pumped. Boil, show me your chopping block. Let's do boil. Ready? Boil. Oil. Boil. So we've got 3 sounds. So my first sound was B. Oi. Oh. So now we know where the oi is. We just need to think, is it O-I or O-Y? Give me a thumbs up if you thought it was O-I. Give me a thumbs up if you thought it was O-Y. Ooh, that was a lot. Okay, you ready? Drum roll, please. Yay! Oh, man. Is it okay? Yes, of course it is. If you got this right, except you put Y instead of I am happy with that, because that means you put your sounds in the right spot. That's what I care about. It is my plan time now. We read our little Earth Day book, and we wrote our poems. They did so well, and we glued on these little green papers. We colored in the earth, and I made them start. I didn't explain this very well earlier because I was tired. I'm still tired, but we did an adjective that started with this letter and then something about the earth. So like she said, extraordinary flowers, amazing water, radiant sun, terrific rivers, humongous oceans. Are you kidding me? Amazing. I mean, like I gave them a lot of the adjectives, but still. This one is extraordinary mountains, amazing water, refreshing flowers, terrific rocks, interesting, and hot deserts. And then we did a little like Earth Day this or that brain break that I found on YouTube. They love those because they are not just like the same go noodle dance they do all the time. It's like they give them 2 options and they have to go to that side of the room and then they do whatever exercise like for their choice. There was an Earth Day one that we did, so they really like those. I'm gonna get some stuff done and I will see you after school. I'm getting ready out of here. This is horrible lighting, but y'all will not believe. It is sunny and 50 degrees outside right now. I will have to show you on my way home. I have no windows in my classroom, and at plan time, I asked one of my team teachers like, hey, we're inside in the afternoon, right? And they were like, oh no, we're going out, it's beautiful. I said, I'm sorry, what? They said the snow is melted, the sun's out, like it's super nice, we're going out. That's what living in the Midwest is like. I mean, I've had like where one day is horrible cold and then the next day is beautiful. Like that happens very frequently in the Midwest, but I have never had a day like today where there was so much snow this morning, so much snow, and the snowflakes were huge, and it piled up. Like it was a good like 4 inches of thick snow, and there's not an inch of snow on the outside at all, like not at all. Can you imagine if they would have called a snow day today? Yikes. So I'm gonna go and enjoy the weather apparently. We had a really good afternoon. I will see you tomorrow. Happy Wednesday. I just got to school and I just thought I would show you really quickly what we are doing today. I'm not going to be able to get a lot of footage today because I actually have a half day today. I have a sub for this afternoon. Really, like if I were going to have a sub for one half of the day, the afternoon is our easiest part of the day because after they would get here, my kids will go to specials pretty much straight away. And then they'll go to recess, they'll have a snack. The only thing that the sub will really need to teach is math, and then like the end of the day activity. So it'll be piece of cake. Today we are going to read this A to Z book called Caring for Earth, and this one, so yesterday the old friend, or I called them old friends, but the A to Z that we read was about like Earth features, and then this one's more about like how we can take care of Earth and recycling and doing things to help our Earth. And then we will do this little writing paper that says I can help the Earth by. For math, I have a little solve the room for fractions. All around the room we have these little fraction cards, and then they just have to like write the fraction that's shown in the picture on their paper. So it'll be really easy. They know how to do these, and then it's not like the sub will have to really teach anything. They'll just have to monitor and make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do. And then at the end of the day, I'm gonna have my sub read this book called Michael Recycle. It's just about, you know, taking care of our Earth by recycling, and kind of goes with what we're talking about all day. So I will have our sub read this at the end of the day and talk to them about kind of like share what they wrote about earlier in writing, and how they said that they could take care of our Earth, what kind of stuff they could do personally every day to help our Earth stay healthy and stay safe for us. I don't know when the next time I'll be able to talk to you is, because I have morning recess duty. Obviously I don't vlog at lunch because my kids are in here, and then I will be gone by plan this afternoon. So I will probably chat with you next tomorrow. All right, turn the page. Thank you for staying with us. We care for Earth when we plant trees. Yes, I was going to say, why is it caring for the Earth when we plant trees? And that's exactly why. It helps give us air. Good morning, happy Thursday. I have my meeting with my mentor in a little bit, so I don't have long to talk, but just wanted to say hello. The sub left really, really good notes. Like I said yesterday, the afternoon is a piece of cake, so I wasn't too worried about it. But we had a really good day before I left yesterday. We talked about Earth Day, how we can help the Earth, and then we ended up making this little chart and coming up with ways that we can help the Earth. And then they did their little writing, and that's when I left, was when they were working on that paper that said how I can help the Earth. And I just took a look at those, and they turned out pretty good. And then they did their little write the room, just looking those over, and they did so well with those and writing the fractions, so that's wonderful. It is my plan time now. I feel like the day has gone so fast, but also it has been kind of an insane day. We started this little poetry today. First, we started with this rainbow paper, and we did each different color of the rainbow and wrote things of that color. So like red, we wrote roses, fire trucks, cherries, all that kind of stuff. And then things that were orange, yellow, all that stuff. These are some of the ones that we came up with as a class, and then they had to just write 4 on their paper. After they had filled that out, we are working on this poem. They picked one color, and we're gonna write a poem about that one color. So like I picked yellow, and we started this today. We filled in like the color. We did the first line and the second line, and then we also did the last 2 lines because they just repeat. And by that point, we were like done. So tomorrow we will finish, and then we will share. Hopefully tomorrow was supposed to be like our poetry in the park, where this was already done and we would read it. Not happening. So we will write it, and hopefully we'll be able to go read it. And for math today, we have a test tomorrow, so we're playing Stinky Feet. We did this for a place value test, and I'm pretty sure I even vlogged that day, so I'll link it, because I think I like filmed a little bit of that game and they loved it. So we're gonna do it today. Team 2. All right, rock, paper, scissors. Who's coming up? hard to get out of bed. It was hard to get ready. Everything this whole morning was just a struggle. So I just got here. I have all the lights off except for my lamp, so sorry the lighting's kind of bad. I just need a chill morning. It's funny because I've noticed in my week in my lives lately that Monday I have so much energy. I vlog a bunch Monday. I talk a bunch. Like I have like 7 or 8 or more minutes of footage just from Monday. And then as the week goes on, every day I have less and less energy, and by Friday I get like 2 minutes of footage because I'm just so done with the week and I'm so tired. I apologize. That's just teaching right now. So today we are going to finish up our color poems. I don't know that we're going to get to do poetry in the park because it's kind of rainy, but I don't even know if we're going to finish our poems today, so that's fine. We're going to take our test in math. We're going to do silent reading this morning. Hopefully it'll be a chill, easy day, but it's Friday, so it has to be a good day. Also, I just want to say teacher guilt is so real, and I feel like most of the time when I'm really tired or I'm not feeling my best, I feel so much guilt. And I just want to say it is okay to not be 100%. It is okay, especially after a year like this, especially during like your first couple of years, to feel like you just need a break and to not feel like you're able to give 110% every single day. It is okay. I just keep thinking of other professions and other jobs. Like when I had to take a half day this week, I felt a lot of teacher guilt for it. Why? I feel like teacher guilt is so heavy and so strong, and I don't know why. Like, why do we put so much pressure on ourselves? Or why has the profession or the society, or I don't know who the culprit is, but why is there so much pressure on us that we aren't allowed to be real people? We aren't allowed to have bad days. We aren't allowed to take days off. Like, it is okay. You're still a great teacher, but your mental health and your rest is so much more important than your job, because we are all replaceable. I am replaceable. You are replaceable. Even though we may feel like we're not, we are. And we need to take care of ourselves. So I'm just putting that out there. Feeling a little feisty this morning. We're gonna have a good day. It's plan time. Thank goodness my day has gotten significantly better since this morning. I drank my coffee. I put on a smile, and we've had a really good day. Like I said earlier, every Monday and every Friday we do a morning journal and then we silent read, and we partner read this morning, and I've been having some problems with some people getting distracted when they're reading and not really reading. They're just kind of like whispering to each other, and normally when that happens I say, you get one warning and then I'm gonna give you something boring to do. Like, I'm just gonna give you a worksheet to go back to your seat and do by yourself. Today, I said, if I see that you're messing around or you're not actually reading, there's no warnings today. Like, you and your partner will go read all by yourself. No partners, no talking, done. Like, you don't get a warning today. I don't know if it was that or if they just were having a good day because they're excited it's Friday, but they did phenomenal. They earned 2 warm and fuzzies just this morning because they were super focused. They were really partner reading. Like, they were really sitting with the book in between them and taking turns and reading and talking about the book. It was so good. So that was great. And then for writing, we finished up our poems today, and then it's raining, so we couldn't go do poetry in the park. So I found this little cute YouTube video that just has like soft rain and soft music at a little coffee shop, and I played that, and then we sat on these little stools and read their poems, and we read their poems to the class if they wanted to. I had a couple friends that really didn't want to, and I didn't make them, but if they wanted to share they could, and it was so sweet, and they did so amazingly well on their poems, and it was hard. So I also had them glue it on like the color paper that they chose just because I thought that'd be fun. So this one chose blue. So blue is the color of betta fish, the color of sharks, ocean, and the sky. Blue tastes like sour blueberries. Blue looks like bright blueberries. Blue feels like the pool. Blue sounds like the police siren. Blue smells like new jeans. Blue is the color of betta fish, the color of sharks, ocean, and the sky. So it's pretty long, and they did amazing. So I totally love how these turned out. So we ended up writing 3 poems this week and I loved all of them. So they did great. Anyways, we've got our math test today. And then, oh, I didn't say this. I forgot to say this earlier, but they get their book of the month this month and it's called A Dog on a Frog. So we'll read that at the end of the day together and then it'll be the weekend. We're honestly having a really, really good day, which I needed. All right, well, I was so pumped to get out there that I just walked out and did not close the vlog. So thank you so much for watching this week's vlog. If you enjoyed it, make sure that you give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe if you are not already. Thank you so incredibly much for 20,000 subscribers. I am literally blown away that that many people care about my life and my journey. I'm so thankful. So if you are a subscriber, thank you. And if you're not a subscriber, come join the fam. I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, friends.